Season 1, Episode 2, guys. Hello.
Welcome back to the Hodgecast.
The Hodgecast. We're going to be talking about football today.
Football. Do you like football?
Yes.
I want to kick my foot in your ball. What's your name?
My name's Cameron. What's your name?
Mitchell.
Hey.
And yeah, we're going to be talking about Manchester United.
United.
Handball. Rashford, you grub. Why handballing at you, dog?
If you guys haven't seen the game already, which occurred first thing this morning, this video will be up a few days later than right now. But
Yes.
this occurred on the 10th of the 10th at like 6 o'clock in the morning, AU time. I was watching the game live.
Yep.
I watched the goal. I was celebrating. They went back and played this replay in slow-mo. And I feel like when you play a replay back in slow-mo, it's not giving you the real situation or what actually happened.
Yeah.
Because it's so fake. It's not what happened in the in the real game time. What happened is not a handball. When you slow it down and you watch a video back and you're like, oh, hang on, his fingertip touched it here. It's a handball.
But no, it didn't even touch his fingertip though.
No, it actually hit like his.
Oh, I didn't think it hit his arm at all. I thought it hit his like leg to pec. And maybe
well, it was
he might have
kind
touched
of
it with
here,
his
wasn't
shoulder.
it?
Maybe
Yeah.
with his shoulder slightly, but I thought it was no handball. Like, no way.
I actually, well, I didn't see what you saw. I understand why you would say that or think that. I think it hit maybe around his kind of like bicep.
Mm.
But it was so when
It's the question of like, if he didn't touch it with his hand, he still would have gotten the ball because the defender was on the floor. There's
wasn't
no one
that with
around
the goalie at the time though? That was the goalie.
No. This was like a little bit before.
Oh, so
and
this
then he runs up towards.
Then
the
he
goal.
runs up to the goalie.
I'm pretty sure because remember he sort of kicks it at the keeper and
then
gets
it
a bit
bounces.
lucky.
Yeah, okay.
But yeah, he the defender was on the ground. The ball was in the air. It lightly touched his arm, but if it didn't touch his arm, it just would have floated like this anyway. It just would have
been
landed.
a tidy bit over to the side, but it wouldn't have affected much.
I don't think that's a handball. Speaking of terrible calls by referees,
I want to hear.
I played a soccer game on last night, a few nights ago, and we lost.
That's a shame.
We went down 1-0 in the first 5 minutes.
That sucks.
Pretty shit. They weren't the best team, but they did outplay us in the first 5-10 minutes, which is fair enough. Scored a pretty good goal, and then they got a, sort of penalty.
Right.
I personally don't think it was a penalty. Everyone else seems to think it was. Fair enough.
Okay.
They slotted the penalty away. 10 minutes in, we're 2-0 down. Against a team that really aren't that much better than us. We dominated them for the rest of the first half. We just had opportunity after opportunity. I had a few shots saved. Oh my god, I had a few shots saved by their keeper. Keeper was pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
But we dominated them since then.
Yep.
And then at the start of the second half, we come out and they score again. And we're just like, fuck. And then again, we just start dominating them again. But then this happens. I take it, I run it. I'm running with the ball.
Okay, he's running, guys. If you're only listening, he's sprinting right now in the room.
The ball, me and the keeper's running out to get the ball. I'm running to get the ball. I tap it past the keeper. The keeper completely takes me out. Like, he slides and takes me out, kicks my legs.
Okay.
I'm on the floor crying. Not really, I've never cried. And no pen. No pen. This was our opportunity to get back in the game.
Now, where was the ref located at the time? Was he in a good position to see
He would have
what
been like 30 meters behind me.
Okay, so he's pretty far away.
Maybe, but it's still pretty obvious.
The
man.
lino gets a good view.
The lino didn't say anything.
So the lino didn't
Lino's
call
a
nothing.
grub.
Lino called nothing. Ref was too far away to see it in, let's say, 4K 30 FPS like everyone does.
Yeah, boy.
And has just seen you topple over and just not wanted to give a penalty at all.
Yeah, look, there were a few other calls that the ref, I think the ref was awful. We could have come back in that game if we got a cheeky penalty, but let's not talk about that anymore.
Yeah, it is what it is.
We lost and we're out of the competition.
And what happened? You told me that you looked like a racist in one moment. Was it in this game?
Yeah, I did look like a racist,
What
guys,
happened?
but I need to explain myself.
Yeah, I'd like to hear it.
It wasn't at this football game. It was
Okay.
at a futsal game a few nights before.
Okay.
So, guys, there's a Korean man
Okay, he's Korean.
named Jay.
Okay, cool. Nice name. I like Jay.
There's another Asian man
Mm-hmm.
named Andy.
Okay.
I'm not exactly sure where he's from.
Okay, I've already know what happens.
No.
Okay.
No. I know what you're thinking. No, I'm not a racist. I promise you.
Okay.
There's another white man.
Okay.
Just a normal white man. Looks like me. Doesn't look like me, but looks like me.
Yeah.
His name's Jay.
Okay, so we've got Jay, Korean Jay.
Yep.
And Asian Andy.
Yes.
Or did you say Japanese? What did you say he was?
Just
an Asian descent. Okay.
So Jay, on Wednesday night, I'm playing with
Which Jay? Which Jay?
The white man.
Okay, White Jay.
White Jay, he's in keeper. He's our goalkeeper.
Goalie, yeah.
And about 100 times, I kept saying, "Good save, Jay. Good save, Jay. Good save. Oh, that's a good save."
Yeah.
And then Thursday night comes, Andy's in goal, and by accident, this one time, I was like, "Oh, good save, Jay." And I was like, "Oh, fuck." Not even racistly thinking that he's Korean Jay.
Yeah.
I just thought he was still Jay, the white man from last night.
Yeah.
And I was like, fuck! And then after the game, he was like, my name's not Jay. I was like, oh, fuck! This guy thinks I think he's a different person.
Now you have to explain yourself.
Yeah, but he didn't understand when I explained myself. Did you understand?
Well, you just were thinking that it was still the J.
Yeah.
You just did your... When you do a repetitious thing when someone's in goalie or plays right back next to you, maybe one time you might be like, "Oh, thanks, Vern, who used to play right back with me." And one time you might look, it might not be him. It might be a completely different person.
Yes.
But I'm so used to saying that I've just blurted out.
That's exactly what I did.
Good stuff, Vern. But it's not him.
Yeah, and that's exactly what I did. And it just so happens that both these people were Asian.
So you've really...
The name was Jay.
Okay, so the thing was, you didn't even just miss... My first thought was that you just misnamed them off.
No.
Seeing them and being like, "Oh, hey, Jay."
No, I did not look at him and think, "Oh, Asian Jay." No, so that's not what I did.
No, so it was actually more of like in the middle of a game.
Yes.
Situations going on, you're going, "Good stuff, Jay." But it was actually Andy in goal.
Yes.
Am
I a racist?
But did he take it the wrong way?
No, he seems like he wasn't upset.
No, but he was like, "Do you know my name's not Jay?" At the end of the game, he really said that.
Yeah.
And what did you say to him?
I explained exactly what I just said.
But he didn't understand.
I think he did, but at the same time, he was kind of like, yeah.
Did
whatever.
he speak English well?
Yeah, no, he was probably born and raised in Australia.
Because I've been working with a Brazilian guy who speaks English really horribly.
Well, anyway,
he's learned heaps. But
I personally don't think I was being racist. It was a complete accident that I thought this Asian man was a white man.
Well, no, you didn't look back and say, "Hey, monkey man."
Yeah, I didn't.
You weren't calling him.
There wasn't intent.
It wasn't facetious. No, there was not.
Look,
intent.
guys, I'm not a racist, and if I did seem racist, I'm so sorry. Literally. Actually, I'm not apologizing because I wasn't racist.
No, so
fuck you.
Lewandowski.
Lewandowski.
We all know who Lewandowski is. Probably some ladies do too, because he's the top footballer in the world, and obviously you need to know your people.
Are you saying that most men would know Lewandowski?
Most men, yes.
90% of men around the world?
No.
What about the kids in poverty?
Even little African or Asian or even white and Australian and English people that are in poverty would still probably, a good percentage of them, maybe over 30-40% of them would know who Lewandowski is. Okay. They would see hope in seeing Lewandowski.
Yeah, no, that's fair enough.
I feel like. Lewandowski once fell into a volcano and came out. No, Mitch has just written Volcano Lewandowski. I don't really know the story, so Mitch is going to continue from here.
Lewandowski in 2010 was playing for a team that I do not remember. It was a nobody team. It was a nothing team, correct?
Yes. Polish team. He's from Poland. He's a top striker.
And then he was going to go to Blackburn Rovers.
If you don't know who they are, they're playing the maybe second league now? I don't think they're in the championship.
Maybe like third, fourth.
They're either in the championship or definitely the lower tier in the English leagues.
Yes.
And they were in the Premier League at one point.
Yes, they were. And they were in the Premier League back in 2010 when Robert Lewandowski was planning on going over. But a volcano erupted in Iceland, disrupting.
That's
it. I got it.
You got it eventually.
Disturbing
the
airways. And planes couldn't fly around Europe. They weren't allowed to.
So we never even made it to Blackburn?
He never even got into England.
Wow.
And then, a couple days later, it fell through. And Jurgen Klopp from Borussia Dortmund, the Bundesliga team in Germany, was like, yo, come here. And then he became one of the most prolific strikers of all time.
What is with the... And if you know anything about football, if you don't, I want to lay it out for you right now. There's two of the biggest teams in Germany are Borussia Dortmund and FC Bayern Munich. If you've never heard of them, they are the top teams in Germany. Bayern Munich probably pipped them with Champions League wins in the past. Always had kind of the better players and whatnot. But the crazy thing is that every year we see at least one player. This year it was Sule, who's gone from Borussia Dortmund, and Bayern Munich have come and they just buy the better Borussia Dortmund players. Now this has happened with Lewandowski, who played for Dortmund for a good few years. Goretzka, I think at one point played for Borussia Dortmund. Mario Götze was a great player. He scored in the World Cup final of 2010 for Germany against Argentina to win them the game. Mm-hmm. He was bought from Dortmund to Bayern. So you kind of get the gist. They always seem to just go and buy the best player from Dortmund, and then they've always been able to just pip them.
Money laundering?
I don't know I don't know, but they're giving him some wild fucking drugs over there.
Yeah.
We've all seen the fucking change. Goretzka is the man.
Oh my god.
He rocked up probably 160 pounds, which might be good for some Americans. Maybe like 68 kg for a 6'2" man, skinny stature. He's probably playing at Bayern now around 85 kg, lean, strong muscle mass. Yeah. The whole body transformation pictures are pretty nuts. And we see it from a lot of Bayern Munich players. I don't know what the fuck they're feeding him. Whether they're feeding him horse on steroids, on fucking testosterone replacement therapy and everything else. Oh, it's crazy. Anyway, Mitch has come up with a segment that we're quickly gonna do.
Yes.
That has the 4 top teams in England, which are Chelsea, Man United, City,
and Liverpool.
And Liverpool. I forgot who they were for a second because they got fucked by Arsenal.
Technically, Tottenham is in the top 4 right now, but we're talking about of all time.
Of all time.
These are the biggest clubs.
The 4 biggest clubs
of all time.
Now,
in the Prem.
Mitch wants to do them as if they're the Harry Potter...
the houses.
The houses. Now...
Gryffindor.
Slytherin. Gryffindor's the good and the best.
Yeah, Gryffindor's
Slytherin
good and
is
the best.
the bad, but also pretty good.
Then Hufflepuff.
Hufflepuff is just... Who the fuck are you?
And then Ravenclaw?
Ravenclaw sounds a bit more pervier. Hufflepuff is kind of like you're a dweeb.
Yes, Ravenclaw
definitely... But dweebs can be fucking legends too.
If you're in Ravenclaw, you're a pedo.
Yes,
that's what I heard.
Who are the pedos?
So the Ravenclaws.
The Ravenclaws.
I would say Chelsea. They're a bit grubby.
Tuchel looks a bit pedo-y.
Tuchel's definitely touched some children.
That is a bold statement to make.
That is not the truth. I am lying.
I would hope not.
No, but I think Chelsea's the grubbiest out of all of them, and Ravenclaws are grubby pedos.
Yeah, they are. So, guys,
according to our philosophy,
because it is a fantasy world, we can make things up.
Yes.
So, we are saying Chelsea is Ravenclaw.
Hufflepuff. They're the funny ones, the quirky ones.
I think we both know who this is. 3, 2, 1.
Liverpool. Oh, because Klopp's a funny bloke.
Klopp's a legend. I fucking really like Klopp. I think he's a really cool dude.
Yeah, I think he's a legend. Yeah.
I think he seems
I think
like
he's
a
the best manager of all time.
Mitch, these bold statements getting a bit fucking nuts. Steph Curry, best player ever.
That was no. I think Klopp's top 5.
He's top 5 managers, maybe ever. He's on a bit of a decline now with his team, whatever.
Well, that's not his fault. It's his team's fault.
Besides that, Hufflepuff, Liverpool, they're dweeby. They've always been the guys who don't want to pay the big players. They're like, oh, you're all right. Fuck off. And then they've really put themselves in the mud. They got rid of Sadio Mane. And we're kind of seeing the issues they're now having now. So now, we have...
Before we go on...
Yes.
Oh, actually, I'll talk about it after. Let's keep going on.
We have Slytherin and Gryffindor to go. We have the other 2 big clubs. Both the Manchester clubs. We have City and United. Gryffindor are the ones that are hated. They're absolutely hated by everyone.
No, that's Slytherin.
Did I not say that?
You said Gryffindor's hated.
Oh, excuse me.
But Gryffindor's red.
Gryffindor is red.
Oh.
Slytherin is green. And they are the ones that are hated. But
Green money!
Green money, baby.
That's City!
Oh, shit!
Oh! A bit of a switch up.
Oh, Yeah, we had the other. No. What are we gonna say? No.
Because I originally thought...
No, Slytherin are the bad guys. They're the bad guys, but they have the phenomenal team. Or the good house, you know?
Yeah,
They've got a good house, they're strong, they're good at the sport.
They win the tournaments and stuff.
They win the tournaments. And Gryffindor are just like the best people.
Yeah.
The best people
coolest.
you can have. The smartest, pretty strong, and great at sports too.
So is City, Slytherin, or Gryffindor? Tell me right now.
No, I have to say that City is Gryffindor.
Oh!
I have to say it because United have to be probably the most hated team in the world.
Yeah. You know what? I agree. But I think that's because they're also the most supported team in the world.
That is why. Because there is... And also, there would definitely be a lot of faker supporters that would just say, like, United's my team.
Definitely.
I think that we're the most known club in the world from the name.
Yes.
I would probably say.
If someone says Manchester, you immediately think United.
You do,
City.
and that's not a knock on City, to be honest.
No, it is.
It just...
No, I'm kidding.
Well, it is without being one, because it is what it is.
Yes.
Now in this day and age, I don't know. We walk up to a kid and we say, Manchester who? I don't know what they're going to say.
That's fair enough.
That is fair.
But 10 years ago, it would have been absolute United.
United is Slytherin.
And City is Gryffindor. Liverpool is Hufflepuff. And Chelsea is Ravenclaw. That settles it. And I did want to quickly go back on what I was thinking about saying halfway through that segment, but then I stopped myself.
Well done.
My outrageous claim of saying that Jurgen Klopp is the best manager of all time. That was cap, obviously. But I did want to quickly talk about the fact that I think Pep Guardiola, honestly, will finish his career as the best manager of all time.
That's not against, like,
and I'm calling it right now.
That's tough.
He will end his career with absolute guarantee. Everyone will point at him saying the best.
But he's never... Oh, well, he's... Yeah.
He has time. He's only like 50 years old. And for a manager that's quite young, he has
Alex
so
Ferguson
much time.
Stopped at 76?
Like almost 70. Oh, I think he was about 70,
How are you even moving at that age?
Like he's got so much time to get a few more Champions Leagues, way more Prems.
He has 2 Champions Leagues right now, correct?
Yes, 2.
With Barcelona and
Barcelona.
Messi. And he has none with City after being with them for maybe
5, 6, 7 years.
7 years, I would say, because they've won the Prem maybe 4 or 5 times with him.
Yep.
So, yeah, Liverpool won it in between there, and who was the other winner? Leicester? Was
16.
2016?
Oh, no, that was 2015-16.
2015-16, and that was 6 years ago, yeah. So that would be Leicester. I think City won it 4 to 5 times in between them, and Liverpool's won it as well. That finishes the episode 2, which we were talking about football. We are now going to make another podcast. Make sure to check that out, guys.
Immediately, right now. There'll be 2 up this week.
Are we uploading both at the same time?
Well, actually 3 this week.
3 this week?
Because I still haven't uploaded the one from a couple days
ago. That will be coming up, and then we'll do Are we doing a double upload on Thursday? Is that what you're thinking?
I'm going to be posting one tonight.
Yep.
One on Thursday night.
One on Thursday night.
And then one on...
Monday.
Sunday night.
Sunday
night special.
It's a 2-for-1 special, huh?
Anyway, 2 podcasts for the price of 1. Actually, it's completely free if you subscribe. Well, even if you don't
subscribe and like, yeah. Tell us if you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you guys. We appreciate it. This is the Hodgecast. We're out.
Bye-bye.